Hello, everybody. Good morning or good evening, because Indira, at your end, it's evening, as we can see. Welcome to the show, Indira. How are you
Hi,
doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. Yeah, and you're in New Zealand, right? Eh? Where
Yes,
exactly in
I
New
am in
Zealand are you?
I am in Auckland, New Zealand. Yeah, and my time is around 10 past 8 now. Yeah,
Yeah. In the evening, indeed. So I appreciate it
yeah,
that you want to do this in your evening. And yeah, welcome for people who watch us for the first time. We do this every week. We talk about Power BI and stuff around it. We have been doing this for the past 1.5 years, and yeah, I'm honored that you are my guest, Indira.
thank you.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about dashboards made by kids. And
Yes, I know.
now you're going to tell us about how you started with that and tell us a little bit more about the background. And
Yeah, sure.
but before we do that, maybe you can tell a little bit what you do. What I see that you're director at KidsTech,
Yeah,
amongst others, but I think you do also other things, right?
yeah.
What is it that you do on a regular day?
Okay. I'm a, senior data consultant in Datacom here in Auckland,
Yeah,
and I I also started a charitable trust called KidsTech Charitable Trust.
yeah,
I'm very passionate about data, and
yeah,
in my pastime, I volunteer uh, to teach kids all about SQL and Power BI.
yeah,
So I want to share how I started my journey.
yeah,
So in 2016, what I did was I signed up for mentorship for high school students. There was a competition called Hack competition, and I signed up to mentor high school kids.
yeah,
And as part of that, they taught us a software called Constructive in just about 2 hours. They just took us through, all the mentors took us through the what trait is and all those things, all the components. Then I
yeah,
was thinking, when I was coming back from that session, it was pouring rain, and then I was thinking, why not younger kids learn this, because they are more, they play games more. So why not learn this, why not teach kids about this game development and see.
yeah,
So then what I did was, because I volunteer in Sunday school, I have been volunteering in Sunday school to teach about culture and language and stuff. So I had access to about 60 to 70 kids at that time. So I picked about 10 to 12 kids, because one person can't handle more than that. So I just picked 10 to 12 kids who can bring their laptops. And then
How did you select the 10 kids? Because they probably wanted all to join.
no, I just picked them because
Oh,
I wanted, yeah, I wanted certain criteria. So if they are above 9 years old and below 13 years old,
oh
because
yeah,
after
specific
13 years,
range.
yeah, after
Yeah.
13 years, they won't, they will be busy with their studies. So 9 to
Hmm.
13 is the one that we need to
Hmm.
grab. So I grabbed them, told all this happened in just 2 days. So I just made a list of the kids, and then approached the parents, and then they said okay, they can bring the laptops. Couple of kids had to drop off because they couldn't have their laptops. They didn't have their laptops.
Yeah.
So
And you
grabbed
just
them,
started.
and then started. I
Yeah,
decided
you
on
did it.
Saturday and started the classes on Monday. Started the classes on
I like
Monday.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
why would you overthink it, right? Just do it. It's a little bit
yeah,
sometimes to
just do
think
it.
the way I
Yeah,
do it also.
yeah,
Just like this show. I just
yeah,
pressed
no plan.
live and then I went. Now we're 1.5 year busy.
Yeah,
So
no
yeah,
plan,
that's a
nothing.
great. And for people who are watching, and if you like this type of content, thumbs up, of course. As a content creator, I have to do this. This helps, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
helps us in our visibility and to make nice content. So I appreciate it if you want to do that. What I want to do, maybe we can talk more on the background also, but I would love also to dive into some
Sure.
examples that they made.
Yeah. Okay.
So you brought with you in your in your
Yes.
bag, I would say, three
In my
different
bag. Yeah.
dashboards. Yeah, three
Yes.
different
Okay.
dashboards. And so we watched to the first one, and you can tell us a little bit
Yeah.
more about the background and how that
Okay.
went. It's
So
about
this
one
is
of my favorite topics,
yes.
candy.
So this dashboard has been developed by one of the kids. At that time, I think she was 12 years old,
Yeah,
and uh, this was as part of the first competition that I had in Auckland in
yeah,
2018. And she because here she kept a comment saying that as Halloween is coming up, so I had the competition in October. So as Halloween is coming up, I chose to do my visualization on the different types of candy and what makes the best. And so here what she has done is she took the candy dataset from kaggle.com and created some bookmarks with some images. So
yeah,
if you click on the image here, Reese's Pieces,
yeah.
then it will show you what it is made of. It is made of more peanut, 50% peanut and 50% chocolate.
Good stuff.
Similarly, if we go back and then let's say Twix, so that is made of four compositions. So
Yeah,
crispy wafer, chocolate bar, and caramel. So all chocolates are made like this. So if you go to
yeah,
KitKat, they have three: bar, crispy
yeah,
wafer,
yeah.
and
And
chocolate.
the data, did you provide the data to them, or did they
No,
find
no,
it
no.
out themselves?
N-
How does
I
that
gave
work?
them two choices.
Yeah,
To pick their own data sets. Makeovermonday.co.uk and also kaggle.com, where you get most of the data science problems there. So
yeah.
they went through the data sets that are available there, and they each one picks their own
Something they
um,
liked
yeah,
themselves.
something they like, something
Great. Yeah.
that is close
And
to their heart.
I really like it, because I draw then the comparisons, of course, with the typical dashboards that we see every day, and you probably also, right?
Yeah,
And I like
yeah,
it. This is
it's
right away
different.
so visual, right? I
Yeah.
see the candy. So it's
Yeah.
not saying only the names in boring
Yes.
titles. It's I see the candy itself. I
Yeah.
like it.
More lively it is.
Yeah, yeah. And what are the other things that because maybe I don't think
Yeah, I'll show
we
you.
mentioned it, but you do a competition at the end of this training, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And
What I
this was
do,
one of the best of that year.
yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
year competition, this was the best. So I
yeah,
thought of showing you this. So
yeah. Cool.
each year I run a 12 week course, 6 weeks
Yeah,
in SQL and 6 weeks in Power BI, and then at the end of it I run a competition so that
12.
I know I
Yeah,
can gauge what they have understood. So if
and
I go into
and
the
sorry, Indira, in this weekend, because I'm curious to know. So it's 12 weeks of training for these kids, and how
yes,
much hours per week do they roughly do you divide it?
couple of hours per week.
Yeah. Wow.
So
So
weekly
after,
ones. Yeah,
yeah,
couple of hours per week. But if they want to do their own creations, then they
yeah.
spend during the week, and then if they have any questions, they come back next week and then they ask.
And what do they think of Power BI?
They love it because it's visual, so visual. They
Uh-huh.
really love it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
they love
yeah.
to analyze.
Yeah,
Yes.
my daughter was learned this week, she's 8, she learned about PowerPoint. And I think it's a
Oh,
little bit the same, right? Because she right away, she found images and content and put that in a
yeah,
presentation. And
I
yeah,
know.
maybe
Yeah,
Power BI is also a presentation
yeah.
kind
It's
of,
a
right?
yeah,
Of data. Yeah,
yeah.
cool. So what's shown here?
So
Tell us.
here, what she did was she has done two visualizations, elements of top 10 most favored candy. So what is the what are the elements that top favored candy consists of? So here it says chocolate bar, caramel, crispy, hard, peanut, and fruity are most favored in
Yeah,
the candies. And if I flick through this one, she
yeah,
did another bookmark here, on and
yeah,
off, like a on and off button. And
yeah.
then here she had 10 least favored candies.
Ah, yeah.
So Yeah, so that's the analysis that she has done.
Yeah.
And if we go through the next one, what she
Mhm.
has done is price of candy and sugar content of the candies. So here, what she's showing is the price of candy, and what her conclusion is, as there is no fixed trend shown in the graph, you can tell that the price of candy doesn't affect its popularity. That's the conclusion
So
she
she
made.
did some first statistical analysis on.
Yes.
So Twix is the most popular in New Zealand,
Yeah.
and
No,
the
no, no. She
the
didn't do
almond
any.
joy.
Yeah, she didn't do any country comparison,
Oh,
but
it's
just
worldwide. Is this
between the,
global?
yeah,
Oh, the global
but yeah,
popularity.
between the,
But
yeah,
yeah, and then
yeah,
she did
between
a
the
trend
candies.
line. Yeah, I like
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah, and
yeah,
then she draws
yeah,
conclusions from it.
yeah. And
Cool.
similar one is with the amount of sugar in
Oh
candy.
yeah,
So
yeah,
here also she didn't find any conclusion, but at
yeah,
least she did the, and she tried to do the analysis,
yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I like it that she added then the conclusions in text,
Yeah,
right?
in
Because
conclusions
that's
in text.
that's
Yes,
that's also not always in dashboards. Eh?
yes, yeah.
We talk
And
about
those
it in
days,
the earlier sessions also, but it helps to have a little bit of a story there to
yes,
help
yes,
you what
yeah,
I'm seeing here. Yeah,
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 yeah. And also in the conclusion,
yeah,
she summarized that we know that the price of candy is not affecting its popularity, neither is the amount of sugar.
yeah,
And also she ended it with a small gif, so
yeah.
which we
Nice.
liked, which the judges liked. Judges were Reza and Laila, who are the Microsoft MVPs, who
Yeah,
I think most of the Power BI world know about Reza and Laila. So
yeah, from
yeah,
Raddekat, right? Yeah, and
from
they are
Radhakat.
also part of the jury who looks at these dashboards in the
Yes,
past
yeah,
years.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
cool. Yeah. So, so
So
free
that's the
MVPs, because you're an MVP also. Congratulations, by
yes,
the way, with
yeah.
your
Oh, thank you,
with
thank you.
the new one.
Yeah,
And yeah, nice. And yeah, I like to watch these dashboards because yeah, they are original and yeah, like
yeah,
just having some fun animation in it. Why not,
yes,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
we need to make it a little fun. It's a custom visual also, right? With this, first
yeah.
thought it
Quite
was the custom
visual.
visual. Yeah,
Yeah,
but this is an image. Yeah.
yeah. You
Hey,
could,
if people are watching and if you have questions, of course, let us know. Eh? I forgot to mention that, but just put it in the comments in YouTube and LinkedIn. This is broadcasted. Just so put it there, and we can take it into account. So if you have a question to Indira or about this dashboard, let us know. And if you're watching, say hi maybe, and then we know who's watching. Indira is our first guest from New Zealand, so let's see if some people in the evening are watching. And okay, fun. Should we go to the second one?
yeah, we'll go to the second one.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go to the
you
second
just
one. Okay,
yeah, you just switch. I will. Ah, yeah, you have it already in
right.
there.
Okay,
So
so
tell us
here,
about what was this in the year after that?
yeah, this is a year after, so
Yeah, eh?
2019.
Yeah,
Um, the reason why I wanted to share this is because this was data scraped directly from the web. I think the website is called onthisday.com,
yeah,
and this was done for there was a competition that was put out by Microsoft for saying back to school competition. So there were a lot of submissions all over the world. So I think three groups have submitted this submitted Power BI files. I think
yeah,
three Power BI files were submitted. You can see in the data stories gallery. So
yeah.
this was the reason why I wanted to share this is because it was developed by like an app. So if you look at this is a Q&A, and if you look at and in the features and sources, this the what features were used here.
Oh
So
yeah,
they were
nice.
used play access, chiclet slicer, timeline, storyteller, and also the source of information was onthisday.com is the data, and flagpedia.net is from where they got the flags. So I'll go back to home and then let's go one by one. They put some information. So usually history lessons are quite boring
Yeah,
because that's what they think. So because the teacher
I
drags the
agree.
lesson for too long, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
decided to make learning easy. So they
And
wanted to
these
do a
teachers
history
always
lesson.
love to talk, right?
Yes, yeah,
Especially history teachers,
yeah, history
going
teachers. So
on and on and on. Yeah, I remember. I remember.
yeah, so that's why, yeah, that's why they came up with this idea.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, just giving some
So some
background, this
background,
information.
it's also
Yeah,
important. It's often missing in dashboards. Tell us a little bit
yeah,
about the background of this. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so this is country events. Here is
yeah,
the timeline storyteller that they have
yeah,
used. And if you hover over each of the spots, then you can get what the event was, and also what year and things like that. And
yeah.
you can also change the way it looks as well. So
I've never seen this visual before.
yeah,
Maybe people who
they
watch also. And what was again the name? Because it was mentioned in the
timeline,
info.
yeah, timeline storyteller. That's the name of the visual. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
you can use slicers as well. So
Yeah,
Angola, if you see, I
yeah,
like the way the it flows in front of you. That's
yeah,
really very
yeah,
good. Yeah,
yeah. It's a cool effect.
yeah. So that's one of the
Yeah,
thing, and the other one, if we go back to home, yeah,
and what I
maybe
also really like is this background because it gives us,
yeah, it's
it's a
history. Yeah,
what do you call it? I can't remember the English word, but old paper.
yeah,
Yeah,
parchment
yeah,
paper or
yeah.
something.
Parchment. That's the word I was
Parchment
looking for.
paper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, this they plotted in the on the map all the
Yeah.
events. So if you
How many
hover over it,
events per country?
yeah, number of events per country. So nothing from New Zealand, but Australia there is.
No events in New Zealand. Oh.
No, yeah, on this day.com didn't have any events. So
Until today, Get
yeah,
ResponsLIVE. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
No.
so next one is, I think, yeah, we can go here probably.
Yeah. Top 10
Yeah,
events.
they had
Oh yeah.
events by year, and here is where they use the flags from the flagopedia.net.
Yeah.
And if we look at number of events, you can. So this is Netherlands.
All
That's
right.
what I selected.
Select Netherlands. I'm curious to see what events are that are listed.
Yeah, I just select. Okay, I'm just selecting Netherlands now.
Yeah.
So here you can see number of
Oh
events
yeah.
is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. There's a number of things happening in that
number
year,
of
so we know
events.
it has
Yeah,
been a
in that
busy
year.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool.
So yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
And there was also a fun one. Maybe you
Yeah,
show the
I'm going to show
next
you.
that you
Yeah.
see the play,
So
right?
this
Yeah,
one is
yeah.
like a time machine.
Time
So
machine.
what?
Cool.
Yeah. Finally, what they have added is they have added a play access to all the events.
Yeah.
So you can just
8,000
play in.
events in. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you can play in, and then you can just relax and see which date it has occurred, what was the event, and where
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
how they
And you
have.
can pause it and you can do it a little
Yeah,
bit back, but you see for a certain time frame, you can see
yeah,
what was happening at that time in the world and it is moving the map.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's
this is what I
original.
liked. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an original, and that's what I like about these kids, how they do it.
Yeah.
They think out of the box.
Yeah, they
I've
think
never
out of
seen
the
this in
box.
an, and of course you can. Is it practical? Yes or no? But it is fun. Sometimes
Yes,
it also
yes.
has to be fun.
Yeah.
you know. And it's so again, if people have questions or if you want to know about a visual or how they did things, let us know. I know that we were a little bit earlier in the Netherlands than normal, so maybe people are in meetings. So if you're watching this later, you can always leave a comment after the session. Also, we
Yes,
like
yeah.
to read them. So so in yeah, so you do this every year. Is it a certain period that you do this? Is it in the summer, or do you have a specific?
Usually I pick the 12 weeks from July or August, and
Yeah.
then do it by end of November or
Oh yeah.
October. Yeah, before the holidays I finish them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And recently I finished because of the COVID.
Yeah.
I started virtual classes. So
Oh.
recently I finished, I think, end of May. There was one competition which I did for purely for batch in India, back in my hometown. One of the organizations has approached me to conduct the Power BI classes. So I have conducted these Power BI classes virtually, and then I had the competition. And
How did
for
that
the
go?
it
Was
was
that
really
fine?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it was really good, and I'll share the next one from that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. It's a nice bridge.
So yeah, so this is the one that that stood out. Lot of this time in India batch, because it's virtual. There lot of people, lot of kids have joined. Around 50 of them joined,
Oh, it's a lot.
and yeah, around 50. Usually, I have about 12 to 13 kids in
Yeah.
each batch, but this time they made a special request, if you want, take some help, but we want all the kids to learn.
But are you
So
saying that you did it more internationally this year,
yeah,
outside of New
yeah,
Zealand?
outside of
So
New
also
Zealand,
for people kids from India were
India,
joining. Is
yeah,
that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
advantage of
that,
online.
yeah, that batch was only from India.
Oh, only
Yeah,
India. Oh,
only in
yeah.
India. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, about 50 kids joined. By the
Wow.
time the competition came, because at that time lot of corona was spread in India,
Yeah.
so everyone could not join. They did the Power BI files and submitted to me, but they could not present it.
Oh, that's a
So
pity.
I think about 20 kids presented.
Hmm.
So out of
Yeah,
that, I
maybe the
picked
other
up
ones
best
can do
one
it later, hopefully.
later on.
That
Yeah, yeah.
would be
Yes,
nice.
yeah.
So,
So let's move on.
yeah. Oh, so I
So
get a nice message from Ali, so I want to share that with you.
sure.
Cool stuff.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, you need to go to a meeting. That's okay, Ali. Yeah, maybe we should do it in the Netherlands also. Yeah, that's a nice
yeah,
idea, Ali.
yeah,
Uh, Maybe I'll ask some questions to Indira and how she set it up. And well, why
yeah,
not?
sure.
I
Yeah,
will be willing to do it.
yeah,
So if
yeah,
people want to join me in organizing it or thinking about it, let me know.
yeah,
But yeah, I think there's some original ideas also, and it's fun to do. So,
yeah.
but 50
Okay.
kids is a lot. How were you able to handle that?
It was a challenge because it
Yeah,
was virtual. I had to
yeah.
spend I had to spend a lot of time, and also I had some helpers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Some kids helped to resolve some of the issues, so it's
And
really good.
did you do breakout sessions then with smaller groups, or did you
Yes,
do it
yes,
all
yeah.
in? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did. Sometimes if they had some issues, they used to go into a separate teams
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
chat, and then they used to resolve it. So yeah, it
Nice,
was really good.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can imagine. Now let's have a look at the sales and financials
yeah,
dashboard. Dollars.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dollars, yes.
yeah. It's
So
about the
yeah, this
dollars.
is what this person did was, he tried to analyze sales and financials for these 5 countries. So he did different analysis for different countries, I guess. So different visuals. So he what he did here is, for each segment and product. So, and the way he explained also, it was really really nice. So government, and if we look at mid market, government
Yeah,
is more, and mid market segments is less.
yeah,
And he said, obviously government has more money. The
yeah,
comments he was making was really really nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
he was really also not only telling the numbers, but also he tried to
Yes.
explain the numbers. Yeah,
Explain, yeah, and try
nice
to
one.
analyze why it is
Yeah,
so.
yeah, 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 yeah. Wow.
And yeah, that's France sales.
And so he was from India, and what
He
was
was
his
from India.
age? How old was
He
the
is
kid who
10
made
10
it?
years old.
10
He was
years
10
old.
years old. Yeah,
Wow.
and the way he talked, I think even adults can't talk. That's the way he talked.
He talked better than a lot of consultants that you have spoken
Yes.
to, or not?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's
USA,
nice. 10 years
yeah,
old. Yeah,
USA, and then he did a
yeah.
uh,
Filters.
by month, and then
Yeah, yeah,
slices, and by year, and by
yeah,
profit by
yeah,
segment, and units sold.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
also here, eh, take into account 10 years old.
yeah,
But
10
also
years
here
old. Yes.
he added a little text on what you're seeing there,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
explaining it. And I like
Yes.
the way of navigating, that you,
Mm. And
again,
Germany,
it's
if you
fun to
go to
use, right?
Germany,
Yeah.
yeah, Germany
Oh yeah,
discounts
let's try
and
some other things.
profits
Yeah,
and units sold.
yeah,
And he did a date slicer here.
yeah.
And if you go to Canada,
So he tried different things out per
he tried
country,
different
as
things.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here
yeah,
he tried a word cloud, and also he
yeah,
used a play axis
yeah,
to he used a lot of things, too many things. But yeah,
yeah. He's
he
trying
learned
out. Yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah
That's the way how you
that
learn
shows
whether it
that
works, right?
yeah yeah
Yeah,
that shows how interested he was, and then he's
exactly. Yeah. Let's
always
see how
yeah
this works. Let's see how that
mm,
works. Yeah.
yeah yeah.
You see that? Yeah, it's nice.
And this is Mexico. Let's go to
Yeah,
Mexico and see what he
Mexico.
yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
has done the funnel
Yeah.
chart
And I
and
like the large
filtering.
buttons, We,
Mm,
we tend to make them very small. Here it's very clear. Okay, this is the arrow to go to the next one, and this is
yeah.
back. You know,
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Why- uh,
And
because I think that we sometimes make that way too complicated for people that never used dashboards before.
yes, yeah.
And everyone can use this one. You say, oh, yeah, I
Yes.
can back
Yeah.
and press on the flag. And
Yeah.
I like it's much simpler navigation. We can learn from that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here he did what he did was he did the box whiskers plot, and the way he explained, he must have researched what it does and what it explains. The
Yeah.
way he explained was really, really good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and here
Wow.
also he used play axis
Yeah.
and
And then the other nice thing that also triggered me, that I thought, oh, that can also be very nice in mature
in
dashboards.
user. Yes,
Is
yes.
this Q&A
Yeah,
you
this is
showed me
Q&A.
before? Is that
Yeah, this
this?
is
Oh yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
is
It's,
Q&A. And see this, he used the decomposition tree as well.
yeah.
And I think somewhere he used the key influences visual as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
maybe
one.
not.
I put this in my
Okay, now after
announcement.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fun
after
time.
this one, yeah, after doing the after presenting his analysis, then he
Yeah.
said, let's have a fun time. And then he wanted the audience to answer the questions.
Yeah.
So there'll be three questions based on sales financials. So
Yeah. Yeah.
let's test our knowledge.
Yeah.
So he's asking, who is the president of sales financials in India?
Yeah.
Any guess?
Ooh, no, I have to, yeah, I can guess. I think the second one. Suresh
Second
Kumar.
one?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Ah,
No, you are wrong.
thumbs down. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The
Which is the biggest
dollars. The
profit?
dollars.
Dollars? Okay,
Yeah.
definitely dollars. Okay, let's see. Yes, you are right.
Yay.
So we had some
10 out of 10.
no, which country
Which country's products are coming more to
to
India?
India?
Yeah, I think China.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. No? Oh,
Mm,
no, that's a surprise. Okay. I think that's
yeah.
closer by, but okay.
So
Yeah,
that's the
I like this
great.
because I was right when I saw this before, I thought
Yeah.
right away, it makes sense if people are using a dashboard for the first time, just
Mm,
like ask them questions like, what is our of what product group do we make the highest margin percentage, for example? You
yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
to trigger them a little bit. Oh yeah, let's
Mm,
see into the dashboard before I answer this to trigger them a little bit,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
what was the main reason that this and this? Yeah, yeah, it's a fun way to do. It's a totally different way of using the dashboards, and it is possible. I didn't even know you could do this kind of things in Power BI to do
Yeah.
a quiz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I'm curious to know how it works. Yeah, yeah. No, I like it very much, and So you just finished the last batch, and when is the
Yes,
next
yes.
one then?
A lot of people from Auckland also are in requesting, so maybe I just changed jobs, so I have to
Oh,
decide. I think couple of
mhm.
maybe couple of months, August or September, I need to start another batch in
Oh yeah,
Auckland.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, I think it's very fun to do, right? And is
yes.
that because saw in the beginning KidsTech? Is that your company then that you do that via
Yeah,
the
so
company? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
In
yeah.
COVID, a lot of people suggested why not have a your own company. So then I thought, okay, let's float a charitable trust, and then I applied for a charitable trust, giving all the evidence that I have been doing. So uh, finally, I
What do
got
you
the
mean by
chance.
that? Charitable? What do you mean?
Charitable trust. It's called KidsTech Charitable Trust. So it
Okay.
has a charitable status.
Oh, a trust. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
trust. It's a
Yeah,
trust,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
then yeah, so that
yeah,
you can get some funding. When you
yeah.
get funding, they get the 33% the tax refunded.
Oh
They
yeah,
can get
yeah,
the, yeah,
yeah. So you get some support in that. Now,
yeah,
rightfully so, because I think it's a great initiative to yeah to make these kids already aware of what it is and what you can do with it and have some fun with it. That's the most
yeah,
important thing, I think.
yes, yeah.
And so in 2018 you did the first group, and are you still in touch with some of them that you
Oh
hear?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
They
they're now continuing this, or maybe their school,
no what
maybe they focus on it or not.
some of them who are really interested, they come to help in the classes. Those kids
Oh,
help come to help in the
they're
classes.
your
So
assistants.
yes, yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's very
And
nice.
some of the kids are presenting as well. So
Yeah.
they presented, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
sometimes
I love the story, and uh, thank you so much for sharing this. And I want to wish you the best of luck. And yeah, like Ali said,
thank you.
maybe in the Netherlands we should also have a look at it, whether we can do something about it.
Yes,
I
yeah.
know that there are quite some initiatives also in the Netherlands, but they mostly, I think, on coding, really,
Coding, yeah.
really
Mm.
coding games, or and that's
Yeah.
also perfect.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet for Power BI or dashboards or things like
Mm.
that. So
Yeah. I wanted
maybe,
to
yeah,
teach something visual to the kids,
yeah,
so that they enjoy. So yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the reference I made to PowerPoint. I see that yeah, they're so enthusiastic about it to tell a story, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether it's about data or coffee, no, it's a Dutch word, but animals, cats or dogs, it doesn't matter. And I like it
Yeah.
that they can pick their own data,
Yeah.
not that
They
here
can
you
pick
have a
their
data
own. Yeah.
set and
Mm.
they just
Yes.
find it themselves.
Yeah.
They know better to use Google and YouTube and other sources than we do, I think,
Oh, yes, of
right?
course. Definitely.
They
Definitely.
can find everything.
Yes.
So yeah, now if you have another track finished, maybe you want to join us for a short while again and present us what is it, because I'm curious to see what the winner is. And but it's not only about the winner. I think also the ones that that ended up as number 5 and
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
started doing this for the first
Mm.
time.
Mm.
I find that just as interesting, because
Yeah. Yes,
it
yes.
doesn't
The
need to be
effort
only
they put.
about the winners. They all
Yeah. Mm.
did something new, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah. Now have fun with that and good luck with that, and also the other
Thank you.
things you do. And next week we're back again, and then we do it in Dutch again, because most of our
Okay. Yeah.
sessions, to be honest, are in Dutch. Um, that's a choice. Maybe we change it sometime, but I'm not sure. Yeah, my English
Okay.
is not that good, but hopefully good enough. But next week we have it about Power Automate Desktop. Do you know that, Indira? Have you worked
Oh
with
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah? Do you
I
like
haven't
it?
worked. I
Hmm.
haven't worked with it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now for me the same. So Dennis did work with it and is going to share now what can you do for fun things with that. Automate, but then yeah, programs that you're running offline
Yes.
also that you can
Mm.
automate. So
Yeah.
yeah, looking forward to that also. So see you next week if you're watching this still.
Sure.
And yeah, we're broadcasting at 4 o'clock in our time. But yeah, have a nice day and have a nice evening,
thank you.
Indira. And thank
Thank
you
you for
again for joining.
thank you for the
Yeah,
invitation. I really enjoyed.
you're welcome. Okay, now that's
Thank
good
you.
here.
See you.
Okay, Indira, bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye.